Okay, so to summarise, I think that this microphone is absolutely fantastic. So much so that I've decided to come outside and do the summary, and I've just come to the middle of the park just to stand here and look like a loony in the middle of the field. Now, there's one tiny caveat, and I think you may have noticed there was some interference. There was some RF interference when I was indoors. There's actually a little bit in the background as well when I was outdoors, and that was up, but that was when it was in mode 2 telly. Now, usually things like that you could try and account for, like cables and things, but it's very suspicious that it happened once the pattern was changed on the mic itself. So I think I'd be very safe in saying that the problem is the microphone, not the cable. But if you ignore that little tiny problem and you just left it in normal mode, which is what I'm in at the moment, I think it's fantastic. It's unbelievable. Now, I'm not saying it's going to beat a Sennheiser, but at the same time, in blind tests, I'm fairly sure that in certain situations you could quite possibly fool people with this microphone. Now, the one thing it's not going to be as good at as opposed to the Sennheiser is like its overall frequency response won't be the same. It may not be as directional and quite possibly may not be as sensitive, but I'm telling you now, it's a fantastic microphone for the price. I've not heard, never heard anything at this price which is as good. It's also it's got enough sensitivity to be mega useful in a number of scenarios, and its self noise is exceptionally low. It's amazing for the money. Now, if you've got a camera, a cheap camera, and you don't want to go breaking the bank to upgrade to a very high-end microphone, which is hard to justify if you've only got a cheapish camera. If you've got something that has got one of the little 1/8" or 3.5mm mic inputs, this is going to work on it. And if it sounds anything like this, I'm fairly sure you'd be dead made up. Yeah. So to summarise, definitely a brilliant mic in its first normal mode, and it's probably going to be a great addition to a small camera rig, and it'll be fantastic for doing stuff like this, YouTube videos, blogging, everything. Okay, so anyway, yeah, thanks very much for watching it, and I know we're dragged on a little bit with all the boring bits and all the rest of it, but to summarise, go out and buy it. Thanks very much, take care, goodbye.